In this video, I'm going to talk about Facebook targeting strategies. Go through the targeting strategies you can start using right now to start getting better results with your ads. So don't forget to give me a like, a thumbs up on there, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell for more videos. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. So let's go into the ad account. So targeting strategies. I want to talk about this really quick. There's two different ways you can actually set up targeting, and we're right here in the audience. Where I'm going to go through some different targeting you can use. You can use custom audiences, lookalike audiences, saved audiences. So custom audiences are based off of actual, basically assets you already have, so to say. So you have your website. So this is your website visitors. You can create a custom audience off of people who are visiting your website. Not only that, but you can actually create very specific events. So for example, instead of just all website visitors, if you want to create based off of page view, initiate checkout, something like that, you can do that as well. So if you're an e-commerce brand, you're getting a lot of initiate checkouts and or purchases, you can actually create an event off of purchases and be able to create a lookalike audience. Okay, so this is just one example there. In addition to that, some of the custom audiences that I love a lot, especially when we're doing retargeting, is the customer list. This is your email list, your active email list, and this is a great good because what happens is these are the people who have said yes to what you have to offer. And if you can find more people like that, and also the better you can cater this list. So if you have a purchase list of 3 or 4 or 500 purchasers who bought things from you, you can leverage this list and create more powerful audiences to target in the future and to also create lookalike audience. From there, you also have Instagram account and your Facebook page. Now, these two right here are also powerful depending on where you're most active. You can create like audiences or just for simple retargeting during time of the year. So, for example, on Black Friday, you may want to retarget all website visitors, your customer list, Instagram, and Facebook followers. So that way you get, your hot audience taking you up on your offers on Black Friday, or even throughout the year if you're a coach consultant launch and you're opening up a part, you can retarget the audience to get more sales. Okay. So this is the first audience that we talk about. So this is one of the targeting strategies we use is to create these audiences to have for retargeting. Because when you do this, again, you're retargeting your hot audience. It looks something like this, where you have your Facebook engagement, Instagram engagement, email list, website visitors, and you can narrow that down as you go along. Now, from these here, you can then go now into creating lookalike audience. You have to have something to create a lookalike audience as well. You have to tell them what are we what are we creating a lookalike of, and the lookalike will be based off of again the custom audience. Again, I recommend you using lookalikes for your website, lookalikes for customer list, lookalike for Instagram, lookalike for Facebook page. And if you even do lead form or anything that makes sense for your business, again, if you're e-commerce, you may want to do for shopping, or if you do a lot of videos, you may want to do a lookalike of videos. Put together all your videos over the past, let's say 2 3 months, like all the best videos most views, and do a lookalike audience of that. Very powerful tool as well. Then the last thing on here is for saved audience. So now Facebook has a few different things where you have Advantage Plus audience, and I'll go into that in a second. And then you have broad audience. Let's talk about broad audience first. Broad audiences will include basically just including a location. You could do US, you could do worldwide, as much locations as you want. So you can do location, you can change the age, gender, and then all of these detailed targeting, leave that alone. Don't put anything in there. And this is broad targeting. You're just leaving it open and you're letting Facebook find the people for you. And it's also a very, very powerful way of advertising because what happens is that Facebook is getting more and more, the algorithm, the AI is getting more and more advanced, and it knows how to leverage your headlines, your ad copy, all the things to find your audiences for you. Now, the next thing is going to be actual detailed interest, right? So as you can see here for this audience, when we can change it, the age of 29, 1, target US, so we can leave it open. And we can do, it says here, add demographic interests or behaviors. One thing I like to do is actually go beyond that. Let's think of our ideal client. Think of the person we have. For example, if we have someone that is into motivation, for example, they may want to follow like Brene Brown, right? It's got 49 to 58 million followers. This is worldwide, it's still across the board. So if we just select this, since I have it narrowed down to the US, you can see it's about 7.9 to 9.3 million estimated audience size. We're not going to reach all that audience. It'll take a massive budget to tap that many audience, and most likely we're not spending $1 million a day in order to do that. So this is an example where, so what I would say to do is to look up like different things. Look up blogs, websites, softwares, different things that you can target that makes sense for your ideal client, and put it in here and have each one individually. So if I'm doing this, I'll give you some examples. So like I've created some here before. So we have like Robert Kiyosaki as an interest, James Wedmore and Russell Brunson is another interest. So it was just kind of combined together because individually the audience was kind of small. Seth Godin is another one just by itself. It's a million. It's a million people in the audience. That's a lot of people to be able to target. Those are examples of some audiences. Great. Here's some other ones that's not people related, but just outside interest. So for example, we have email marketing. 15.6 to 18 million people in that. So if you're doing something where you're targeting something related to copywriting or email or something like that, this would be a great audience to do. Lead generation is another problem. Do lead generation. Lead generation. Different tactics for lead generation, whether it's organic or paid. They're going to be interested in that. That's another 6 to 7 million people. And you can see here there's a whole slew of different options for targeting, and this is where you got detailed audiences there. Go down, you can see there's many options for coaching. Brian Tracy, um, Maxwell, Brennan Burchard, Marie Forley, Lewis House. So think of your ideal client. Who are the people they're following? And come up with a list. Come up with a list of like 5 people they're following, 3 to 5 websites, blogs, or magazines, things they're interested in. Um, Authors, things like that, and also like other interests, like what would they be potentially interested in? For example, I give the example of lead generation. Think about your ideal client. What would they be interested in? And just do a quick search on here. One thing I also like to do is just to go to Google. So for example, we're targeting weight loss. I type in the Google search right here, how to lose weight as they or how to lose weight while working. Okay, and we can see here that we have like trifecta. Okay? This is something that people are doing. So a meal plan is a great one. So if we come across here and we look at, well, what are the different meal planning services, and we could try to see it. Maybe trifecta is not an option for us, or factor. So we have factor. Let's say meal plan meal. So meal, food, prepackaged meal. This is a great one right here. So we have prepackaged meal. This is something that people are interested in these stuff, these type of things. They're gonna like this is the very first search, and this is the first one that comes up. So this is where a lot of hits are going. And the thing is, if I go on here, I can take a look and I can see that this audience has a pixel. You can see here they have a Facebook pixel on here for page view and view count. So Facebook knows the people that are coming on here, and guess what? Well, I'm move myself out of the way. So guess what? Now you're able to actually piggyback on this fact because now this data, while it's unique to this company, Facebook as a whole, they're going to share this when you're paying to for meal planning. So now you're able to actually target people that are most likely interested in trifecta in other type of prepackaged meal, and that's a powerful way of doing. To give you some examples. Okay, so this is with another awesome fact. Okay, and I want to show you the strategy in real life example. So I just also one that we're running right now. It is for an actual paid workshop. The workshop is $9, and we're getting a sale right now for 7. So we're making about $2 per sale. But that's not the whole thing. This is solely for lead generation because at the end of the workshop, guess what we're going to do? We're going to sell into a membership that's going to give us a maximum profit. So we can see here what we do is we have this separated different images and graphics because we're running quite a bit. And if you go into the ad set, you can see we have a variety of different ad sets. We have broad advantage, the warm audience, crochet, and I want to talk about the broad advantage. What exactly is the broad advantage? Because that's something that you can't see from the other audience section that was at the beginning. But broad advantage, this is something where again, Facebook is using their AI to find your right people. The way this is done is this is a default. Advantage plus audience is the default. So when you first start off, you leave it alone here. What you're going to do is just change age, gender, and of course the location. So the location, age, gender, and you're not going to put any detailed targeting on here. You're going to leave it alone, and you're also going to leave on advantage plus placement. What this does is fully integrate it fully integrates the entire AI system of Facebook to help find your right people. And when I say this works amazing, it works great. You can see here as an example, um, some of our best purchases are starting to come from these audiences here. In addition to also, we're still testing many other audiences too as well to see where we're going to get from. So we want to have cold audience targeting, and you can see we have this separated by ad copy for ad copy free. So we're testing it. If I put every single ad copy into one ad set, it's not going to distribute. So other than that, that's how you see it in real life. Here's another example of a purchase campaign. This is actually direct to purchase, a $297 course, and we're generating sales from a $31.79 to the course sales. And when we go into here, we can see again broad audience. So we're targeting broad audience, warm audience too as well. So we're incorporating all these audiences into it, consistently always testing to see how are our lookalikes performing, how are our cold audience interest performing, our actual custom audiences, the warm audience we create, how are those performing, and at the same time too, as our client is doing things organically, they're able to have their ads show to these people organically. And what ends up happening is, look at this picture now. So you post content organically to build up an organic audience, but organically you're only reaching maybe 10 to 15, 20% of your audience if you're posting 2 or 3 times a day. Now with advertising, as you're sleeping, as you're not posting, you take a whole week off. Ads are still going, and you're still being able to capture sales, as evident. We're able to capture sales. Um, this is just from this month here alone, so we're able to capture between just retargeting the warm audience. We have 24 sales just from warm audience, in addition to having sales from cold audience too as well. And it's a continuous testing process. So I wanted to share this today. These are some Facebook targeting strategies to use to start implementing your business. If you're not already doing this, have your ads manager start doing it. If you're in need of an ads manager or need someone to help you to learn ads, feel free to reach out. There's a link going to be below in the description to go to arfanhusain.com and schedule a free consult call, and we'll go over and see where you are in your business and what the best way we can help you. Whether that's doing it for you or walking alongside to teach you how to run ads on your own, so that way you're confident and you're able to generate sales without needing to hire an agency. So again, my name is Arfan. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for new videos. I'll catch you all in the next video.